Hello, in this tutorial we'll be looking at HTML formatting. So how to tell the web browser how to display the content on your page. So we're going to use a few HTML formatting tags. So the first thing that we'll do is create a paragraph of text. So let's say this is a paragraph of text. Okay, so we can use the P or paragraph tag to create a paragraph text. So this is just plain text. So we might say this is a paragraph of plain text. But we can also tell the web browser to make some text bold. We can use italics. We can also underline text and apply other formatting. So we'll make another paragraph and we'll say this is bold text. And this is italicized text. And then we'll close off that paragraph tag. Okay, so to make text bold in HTML, so to tell the browser to make this highlighted text bold, we can use a couple of different tags. Okay, first one that we can use is just the bold tag, which is B. It's got the opening tag and the closing tag, like that. And that will tell the web browser to display that word in bold. Now, there's another tag we can also use, which is called strong, and that basically means bold as well. So the difference between using strong and B, or bold, basically strong is an indication of how something should be understood. So it describes the text that it surrounds, so this word that it surrounds. So it's saying this should be stronger than the rest of the text that's displayed. Okay, but bold, or the B tag, is like a style, so it describes how the text that surrounds should be displayed. It doesn't indicate how something should be understood. So strong is something in HTML5. The bold tag has been around for a very long time. So it's up to you which one you want to use, but in these tutorials I'll use strong instead of the bold tag. So it will still look the same when we test it in our browser. If we use the bold tag or the strong tag, it will still look the same. Okay. With italics, so when we italicize text, we can also use two different tags. So we can use I for italics. Okay. And we can also use another tag, EM, which means emphasize. So it's going to be the same as italics. So we'll save that, and we can test that in the browser. That's what it looks like. So we've got this regular paragraph of text here, and then on in the next paragraph, we've got this word highlighted, or this word in bold, and this using the strong tag, and this word here in italics using the EM or emphasize tag. So if we use the B tag here and we used I tag here and we then tested it, it looks exactly the same. So we refresh the page, but it looks exactly the same. However, from now on in the tutorials, I'll refer to bold as strong and italics as emphasize, or EM. Okay, so there's a couple of tags there for bold and italics. Another tag you can use is the underline tag. So this is underline text in that paragraph. And for the word underline, we'll use the U tag to underline that text. Save that and refresh. And then we've got that word is actually underlined. So the U tag is telling the web browser to underline that word. Another tag that we can also use is the horizontal rule tag, which basically makes a line. So we could put a horizontal rule here using the HR tag and save and refresh. And then we've got a line going across the page. So it's a horizontal rule using that tag on line 10. Another tag that we can use is deleted text, the delete tag. So we can say this is deleted text. So it's going to put a line through that text or a strike through that text. And we can also highlight text. We can say this is using the mark tag. So mark tag is basically for highlighting. This is highlighted text. And we can end that paragraph there. Okay, so save again and refresh. We have that deleted text there with the strike going through it, and we have this text here highlighted in yellow. So that's using the delete tag, DEL, and the mark tag to mark text. Couple of other tags that we can use are subscript and superscript. Let's say this is, so for subscripted text we use the sub tag. If you're not sure what subscript and superscript is, you'll see in a sec. So we've got subscripted text there. Oops, typo. This is subscripted text, and this is, let's see, superscripted text. And we end that paragraph. Okay, so we've got sub tag and sup tag. So SUB and SUP. Sub is for subscripted text and sup is for superscripted text. Let's refresh the page and you'll see how that works. So that's subscripted and that's superscripted. So it's small text below the rest of the text and small text above the rest of the text. So you could use like superscripted text for when you're working with numbers, and you might have something like a number squared or cubed. So you can use superscripted text for the 2 or the 3 as an example. Okay. One last thing that we'll look at today is using comments in our code. So sometimes we might want to just put notes in our code or in our HTML that we don't want the web browser to actually display on the page. So notes could include things like just the date that the code was written, who it was written by, maybe a little copyright message, or just a description of the content that will be on the page. You might also want to leave notes about future edits or changes to the code. So if you're working in a team, you might want to leave notes inside the HTML document saying what needs to be changed in future updates. So comments are basically hidden from the browser. So the browser won't actually show them on the web page. It's just hidden within the code. So to create a comment, we use the less than sign, an exclamation mark, and 2 hyphens. And notice that all of this text here has turned grey. So that all of this has become a comment. So I'm going to say this is a comment, and then we need to end that comment using 2 hyphens and the greater than sign. So notice that this text, the body in HTML, is no longer grey, so it's no longer a comment. Just this line on line 15 inside those comment tags is an actual comment, so that's actually hidden. If we didn't put the 2 hyphens and the greater than sign at the end, the whole rest of the HTML document would be a comment. So that could really cause some problems if you don't actually end that comment tag there. So I've just got this as a comment as an example, but you could put multiple comments inside your code. So for example, you might say this paragraph above needs to be changed. And if you're working in a team, then somebody else working on this document later could see that and realize that this text up here needs to be changed. Okay, if we save that and refresh the browser, you'll notice that that text isn't shown in the browser window. It's not actually shown on the web page because it's a comment, so it's hidden. It's just inside the code, so it will only be seen when you view the source code. Okay, so today we've looked at using tags to create bold and italicized or emphasized text. We've looked at using the underline tag to underline text, putting strikes through text using the deleted tag, highlighting text, and also subscript and superscripted text, and adding comments to HTML. So that's basic HTML5 formatting. Thanks for watching.